Hello, how's everybody? Oh my God, Edith, hello. Hi Maya. What are you, Edith? What am I drinking? I'm actually drinking coffee. It's I had a super horrible night. I don't know what happened, but I always sleep like a baby. But last night I literally couldn't sleep all night. I think I woke up at 6. Just just not a very good night's sleep. um, and then did a lot of work. And I actually spent my whole afternoon napping, which is ridiculous. I've actually just woken up from my nap. Can you imagine that? It's so strange. I don't know if it's because of the moon or anything, because I'm actually um, finding more people who can't actually sleep properly in during full moon with a lot of my clients. It's a new discovery for me. And then um, and last night it happened to me, but I don't know if that's because of that. Oh, thanks, Edith. I will. How's everybody? Where are you guys all from? Europe or I saw someone from Brooklyn. Ratanis? Because we were talking about what's the best time to hold my lives, and obviously because there are so many different time zones, so I never really know when's the best time. Because some of my followers in Asia, they want to join, but they're like, oh my God, 8 o'clock is so late. Bulgarian in London, Lanzarote, Canary, London. Great. So we've got quite a Wyoming. Oh, is that how I pronounce it? Wyoming? Wyoming? So, has everybody been doing a lot of skincare um, because of this whole virus situation? Have you been doing a lot more self care? Um, I personally have been massaging a lot more. Well, once I'm doing more videos, so I practice. And then obviously then I can't stop, and then I massage a lot more. And also because I can't actually go anywhere to do a treatment. Yeah, you can save your life too if that helps. So, today what I want to do. Oh, great! You've been doing gua sha ratanis. Been doing gua sha for almost a week now. Did you join the last live with Vanessa? And I had it with Vanessa. I know that some of you have been talking about wanting to see that live again. Unfortunately, because I'm so new to these things, so I haven't really, I don't even know that I could actually download. So, but someone has a copy. They are going to edit and send it to me, and then I will share it as well. Obviously, Vanessa will too. So, yeah. Oh, great. Maya, yes, every day taking self-care. Thank you for your videos. Yeah, I'll be doing more. And, by the end of this, we'll do a bit of a Q&A. And also, if you want to know anything about self-care or any wellness tips, feel free to DM me. I can either, make them into videos to share with everybody or just, DM and we can chat. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes. Join my life. Yes. Join my skin. Yes. I think Vanessa said it was going to be on her YouTube. Ha. Okay, let me check that out as well. It was her birthday yesterday, I think. So, yeah, she must be really having a good time. Okay, now, today I said I'm going to do a supermoon facial. Um, yeah, so apparently the moon is the largest and the brightest, within the year. So let's celebrate. Because in traditional Chinese medicine, I think a lot of ancient medicine and full moon is a very important time for the body to. Hi, Mo. Thank you. Yeah, Mo has just mentioned 001 Skincare. That's my brand, which I'm going to do my facial with some of my products as well afterwards. Because I did actually get a lot of DMs as well asking, I want to try your products. What can I choose? There are so many of them. Well, it's not a very large and range, but then there are definitely some key items that can pick up to choose from as you're trying the brand. Um, yeah, so a little bit about full moon in Chinese medicine. It's so basically there's this our body regenerates just like our skin, like we regenerate every second, every minute, and there are different rhythms that our body follows, and when during the moon cycle, during full moon, it's the time when all our qi and blood are the most. I always think about it like an ocean, like most full in the body, and they are just very active as well, and they can't wait to move about. That's a good side of it. However, on the other side, because of all the energy that you have in the body, um, it can also create some crashes in terms of emotions, feelings, and also adrenaline. Suddenly, the body has got so much energy. What are we going to do? So, I just feel it's great that because of this, we do a facial together so we can soothe our mind, and also have beautiful, glowy skin. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to start cleansing my face. And this is the first product I am using, which I have been using since I launched this last November. So it's called Alpha Paradise Cleansing Dew. So it's a cleansing oil, but it's a very, very light oil. Um, and when I create this, I find that there are a lot of cleansing oil products on the market, balms as well. But I really think that cleansing is the first step of any skincare routine. So it needs to be very like a grand opening. So I've actually put some of the most beautiful flowers in here, jasmine, neroli, and ylang ylang. So it's just like a big bouquet that goes in on your face in your first step, making this grand opening. And the oils in there I used are all with a comedogenic rating number 1, so meaning that they don't clog the pores. So you don't really need a lot. So let me just show you how it looks. Ooh, don't spill. And if you guys have your skincare products, you can do this with me. Cleansing oil, cleansing balm. So it just smells so lovely. I always feel very bad that I can't actually transport this smell onto everyone because I think one sniff of this, whatever full moon it's going on, you'll be all soothed. Okay. So usually in the morning, if I use this, I will already use it to do even a morning massage. But because it's nighttime, then I separate my cleansing and my massage because we've got makeup or SPF or whatever that's on there. So very, very gently just massage all across. Um, this area for me is sometimes quite bumpy. I know that mine are not hormonal. It has always been like this since a very young age because I've got these kind of Asian T-zone skin type. What's everybody's skin type? I'm very curious to know. Oh, hi, Violet. So that's done. Then I use a cloth, either a or a muslin cloth, a cloth, or hi Pamidus, or a like two mitts. This I've just taken them out of the fridge. So I like to put my towels either in the fridge or I use super hot water to soak it before I use it because I like to use the power of temperature. Cold is very good. It wakes you up. It firms, um, and also it can help with the pores as well. And then hot is great to open the pores for deeper cleansing, etc., etc. Terrible. Kia 2008. Why are you saying that your skin is terrible? Let me see what everybody's saying. Combination, it's oily, most of it. Oily T-zone but dehydrated. DBMB. So DBMB, if your skin is oily T-zone but dehydrated, it's always better to focus on hydration first before tackling of oily T-zones, because I would assume these are drier. Um, so you need to really hydrate them to make sure that they um, they don't, there's no wrinkles or lines coming up because it's too dry. And the T zones as well, actually. That's another thing. With cleansing oil, a lot of people, and I've got also some oil serums in the range. A lot of people have talked to me about, are they going to be too oily for my skin? I've got oily skin and combination skin. But actually, a lot of my clients who actually got oily skin or who are suffering from um, even hormonal acne, the first thing I put on them is actually oil. So because if you think about it, the physical, the chemical reaction of oil with oil is that they attract with each other and they melt each other. So they actually help softening all the oily stubbornness within all these areas. But of course, after using it, make sure you cleanse it properly and then put on something that's very hydrating as well. Because if your oily skin is not hydrated, it will give a wrong signal to the brain that it's too dry. So it secretes even more sebum. So that's just a little tips with combination skin because I suffer from combination skin from a very young age. This is super oily, but these are quite dry. So yeah. Is aloe good for hydration, splashing some all day? Yeah, aloe vera is great. 98% of the aloe vera content is water, so it's very, very good. You can actually blend some aloe vera with cucumber and make a mask to be used as a hydration mask. So I'm just quickly wiping this out. Okay. And my hair is starting to get in my way, so having this coming out. Okay. Now all cleaned up. Then what I'll do is I haven't done a peel this week, so I'll be just doing my peel. So this is a pure active peel, and it basically looks like this. So it's muscovado sugar, Chinese peppermint, pineapple enzyme. So there are acids, but they're naturally extracted from the muscovado sugar. So it's not very strong. Last week I actually used, I had a pot of group exfoliating scrub or a mask, I remember. And I knew it. I knew I will have a sensitive reaction because there's glycolic acid in there. But I was sent the product, so I really want to try it again. Try glycolic, give it one more go. But no, my whole face just flared up. So yeah, no more glycolic. Glycolic and retinol is just something that's not for me, my skin is quite thin and sensitive. So, and sometimes I also feel like peeling, although it's a very popular trend, I think we need to be quite careful about it because it really can't peel too much. That's just because the skin is really a very great barrier um, to the whole structure of the face. And I did have clients who have been peeling quite often that basically the whole skin's sebum secretion got all crazy, and then there's lots of little bumps that come out from that. So it's taken that quite a while to really recover from it. So pure active peel. There's 3 steps. This is a 3 steps peel. First is just this. So what I do is take just a little bit. We've got 2 sizes, one large size and there's one that's smaller. So you can try it easier. So dry hands, dry face, just scrub. So the exits from the sugar are now, and with the friction of the sugar, they're now melting, taking away the top layer of the skin cells. So I'm not going to do a lot because my skin is quite sensitive. So that's it. With this, you can just leave it on for 10 minutes or 5 or 3, whatever. And then you go to the second step. Second step is basically, I've got some water here. So just dab a bit of water and then melt the sugar. And because this is this looks very dry, but it's actually oil based. We've got over 8 natural oils are combined in it. So as you're actually doing this, oil attracts oil. It is actually the oil that are melted from the sugar. It is also attracting the oils in the pores to the surface. So this is the second step. So you can actually go really deep in this without really intruding the skin barrier. When I tried retinol, even phytoretinol, I got so strange. You're only under my eyes, even though I didn't put the product there. Would you say product retinol would be bad for me? Well, Annalisa was asking about her sensitivity with retinol. There are different types of retinol. So for me, for example, I can't use retinol, but you can use retinol palmitate, which is a milder form of retinol. Yeah, sometimes with our skin, even you haven't actually applied under the eyes because the whole piece of skin with all the blood vessels, with the whole structure is all connected. So you do if places like this that are very sensitive, very thin, any retinol that you have actually put close to it, it can actually get these weaker area flared up as well. So yeah, you can give retinol a go once more, but you can lower the dose. So for example, if you're using it once a day, you can try maybe twice a week to start with. And then if that works, then gradually build up. But if you say, look, I had such a bad experience with retinol, like myself, actually, only 3 days of usage of a very, very low dose retinol product. I think it took me a whole over 10 days for my skin to really fully recover, because your skin needs to then peel and then you need to rebuild the barrier. So it takes at least 10 days. It took 10 days for me. But then, yeah, look for retinol palmitate. Okay, then that's done. And this pure active peel, because it's oil based, and my brief to the chemist when I innovated this product, at the end of it, the results is I actually written baby bum skin, baby bottom skin. So that was the brief, and I think we did it. Because it's oil based, where after finish using it, you don't feel the dryness that you usually get with peels and exfoliants. Some of my clients, after they do this, and then they will just spritz some toner, and then that's it. There will be a layer of very beautiful, like a shield on after using that. There's a bit of sugar, a bit of oil. So yeah, it's a great deep cleansing treatment for both very dry skin, moisturizing, but for very oily skin as well, because the oil in it can balance up your sebum secretion. And also oil attracts oil. The oil can also melt more oil within the pores. Okay, so then now, after peeling, that's it for the facial that I'm doing today. But of course, we can't end the facial without a massage. Does anyone use peels here? Like AHA, BHA? I'm very curious to know. There are so many products on the market, and okay, if anyone has got any question, feel free to let me know. Now, if I can ask you to have your massage oil ready, we're going to start a massage around this area. It's full moon. Full moon is a period where I think we need to also celebrate our femininity, and also be grateful for what's happening, what we have. So yeah, so start here with some very comforting motions, and a little bit on the chest as well, on the breast as well, because women, we've got a lot of glands around here, and I'm sure you guys have experienced all the blocked glands, or breast that feels a bit tender. So we'll do a little bit of that. So I will relax that, and then we'll come on to the head, and then come on to the face. Okay. Okay, there are some questions. Let me just do this. I've used the Ordinary Skin Pep Peel. Vangu was asking which of your products are best for very dehydrated skin and hyperpigmentation. Very dehydrated skin, first thing you need to really balance the hydration, and dry skin can also create hyperpigmentation. So Alpha Glow Flash Facial, this is the my top serum. I can't live without it. There are a few times when I travel, I forgot about it, or like the travel size, I finished it, and I literally don't know what to do. 9 actives targeting 4 main aging concerns: dryness, wrinkles, sensitivity, and hyperpigmentation. The ingredients are hyaluronic acid, phospholipids. Phospholipids is something that is very, very interesting in this formula, because there are a lot of products that have got hyaluronic acids, but what phospholipids do is, phospholipids are like have got a head and a tail like this, one side, and it's sandwiched in between our skin layer. So this side is scared of water. This side is scared of oil. So what you do is, when the water comes in, you would have the water being binded within the layer of the skin. So it's a very important ingredient here. And with hyperpigmentation, there's alpha arbutin in there as well. Alpha arbutin is something that I've been using since very young, because it's in Asian skincare for a long time, in the Japanese skincare that I've been using from a very young age. So yeah, this is, I would say, a staple for everybody on the dressing table. And it's made for 3 types of usage as well. So it's a 3-in-1 usage. It's a very, very light serum. It's a gel serum, but you can use it as a primer, or a serum, or you can use it as an overnight mask, which I'll show you afterwards when I finish the massage. Okay, now let me do the massage. I've got 2 facial oils. Which one do I want to use? I've got the Vitamin F Sebum Detox, Intensive Elixir. Okay, let me use the Vitamin F Vitamin F Sebum Detox is an innovation we did last year as well. We launched so many products last year. Uh, so vitamin F is actually an axole for our skin. There are two types of acids. There are oleic acids and there's linoleic acids. And when our skin has got too much sebum, there's a lot of oleic acids. Linoleic acid is here. So vitamin F equals to linoleic acids. So basically, when you want to balance your oil balance, sebum balance, what you want to do is you want to put more linoleic acid so you can actually level out the excessive sebum secretion. So this is one that's very good for leveling sebum, but also it's inspired. When I do this, it was inspired by some of the traditional Chinese medicine principle as well when I choose ingredients, because when people who have got like red areas around here, oily skin, combination skin, or even like spots around, it's usually a symptom of having too much heat in the body. So I've blended some very cooling ingredients in here, watermelon seeds, fir needle, and some wood as well. So yeah, and there's a vitamin A for more mature and dry skin as well. So, but it's still very, very light. The texture is still very, very light. So I'll put 5 drops. Smells very good. This smells like a forest because we've got what is it? Fir needle in there. Fir needle is pine from the Siberian Alps. So what I'll do is I'll just put it all across my face because I've actually just cleansed my face. I want to make sure that my skin doesn't get dry. Hi, Christelle. Okay. Now it's supermoon, so I think we should put on some moon music. Oh, but I don't know how to operate this phone. Okay. So I am going to play the Moon Light Sonata from number 14 by Beethoven. I don't know if anyone knows his music, but it's just one of my favorite music to play during my treatment when I was doing a massage ending the treatment, a very deep sacrocranial massage when my client is having all the needles on and having a mask on. So that's what I really like to play. Oh, Christelle was asking me, how old are you? Do anyone want to guess how old I am? Guess some numbers. Hi, Lisa. Okay, I don't get any numbers. So I am thank you. La Couture, I thank you so much. 24, I'll really take that as my biggest compliment. I'll keep it for my Christmas present. Thank you so much. 30. I'm 40. Yeah, I just turned 40 last November. So yeah, I find it being 40 is actually very great. I think because I did have a bit of very strong feeling when I was getting into my 30s, but in my 40s, I just love it. It's almost like, yes, I know what I am doing. I really know that kind of thing. And I can already see, like, okay, I have got maybe 40 years more left. So within this 40 years, these are the things that I really, really want to do. And obviously, the list is so long. I feel like I'm rushing to try and get things done. All right, so let's do our massage. Okay. Okay. Ah, sorry. It's getting a bit loud. Okay, we can just focus and put our hands on our heart. Deep breath. And then go. Hands on heart again. Shoulders relax. So throughout the whole process, make sure your shoulders are relaxed so you don't end up having a hunchback after this whole massage. Then what I want you to do is to use your third finger. Just press above your sternum, so above your diaphragm. Take deep breaths. And then massage upwards. Okay, and now we use our knuckle and just massage across our rib cage. So imagine our lungs are a place where we absorb all the nutrients and essences from the universe. So what we want to do, and also we inhale, exhale every day, so the rib cage can be quite tiring. You should feel a bit of tenderness in between the bones and the muscle as well. And at the end, you can also lift. Here there are a lot of lymphatic nodes. You can lift it as well. Other side. Go across. Cross. And lift. Once more. And then what we want to do, some of you, when you do this, you might be able to feel some knots. So what I'm also doing is I'm actually pushing on top of my breast. Lift. Other side. Lift. And then what we want to do under our breast, just below the bra line, just do a bit of massage. And other side. Okay, and cross. Okay, relax. Now what I want you to do is to stretch your neck, front, and tilt to the side a little bit. Shoulders down. You may feel a little tight on your neck and your shoulder. And you can do some visualization as well. So shoulders down, close your eyes, Now, when you inhale, think about you're blowing a balloon on the side of your neck, onto the side of your neck. Expand all that muscle, bringing oxygen in there, and release. And do the same thing for the other side. Inhale, blow a balloon. There you go. Check it out. Okay. If you haven't put on massage oils, do put on now. I'll put a bit more. My skin must have already dried it after peeling. Okay. Okay, let's do some warm up onto the face. Using this area, we'll just circle on the forehead. We'll be using a lot of circle movements today, just like our beautiful supermoon. And then come down to the side. And come to the cheek. And then we put our cheeks on our hands for a while. Go to the side. Okay. The music is going to play again. What we're going to do is we'll do our massage from bottom to the top. So start with this motion. This is like the ocean tide. You know, during full moon, the ocean tide is really high because of the magnetic force between the moon and the sea. Okay, wave. So it's like this is the pushing wave, the initiating wave, and then you've got the other. Pinch it, pinch and move. So you're moving along here. There are a lot of lymphatic nodes. So you're moving all these toxins within the nodes to the junction and push them all down to the garbage bin. Okay, and then side of mouth. Wave and pinch. And come down. Here. Down. And here you can't really do that wave, so what we'll do is where there are wrinkles, we'll just be pinching them. You can be doing a very quick pinching and just soothe it. And then using your right hands, press the left corner of your eyebrow. And gradually go over the eyebrow. Do it once more. And then do it on the other side. So what we want to do is that we want to dig into this, between the junction of your nose bridge and your eyebrows. This is where we have a lot of tension. and draw it to the other side. Let's do it once more. Last time. Okay, and then we'll do it on the left side. Wave. If you can't do the wave, doesn't matter. Just go pinch, 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 pinch. And then up, pinch. Here. Pinch. And then go up. And go around your eyebrows. Once more. Eyebrows. And once more on this side, between the junction of the nose bridge and your eyebrow, where all the tensions are. Draw a line to the opposite side. Okay. Now we work on our forehead. Let's draw some small circles. Just very, very small. And then slightly lower, 3 lines. There's a second line. Third line. Okay, now we're going to use our knuckles. We'll use one finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, yeah? So 1, just place below your eyebrow and move it about. You can feel, you should be able to feel the very tense tendon, and then gently move it up and press on the hairline. Side, do the same thing. And here. And okay, and we come down to 2 knuckles, just around on top of the orbital bone, so not too close to the eyes, just on the orbital bone. If you have a table in front of you, you can just lean your hands on there, and then you will put all the weight of your head onto your fingers, onto the knuckles. You can be doing some circles. Temples. This is quite stimulating, so you'll be able to see that I'm quite red. And then 3 knuckles. 2 knuckles, and then we come down 3 knuckles. You just rest them all under your cheekbone. You may feel a little sensitive for this. You can just rest it, or you can move around. You can go really deep, and then here is the chew muscle. Go around it, either with 3 knuckles or 1 knuckle, whatever you feel that makes you feel the very tense muscle better. So here, this is where the muscle is. So I'm going to just massage it. The masseter muscle is our chew muscle. It accumulates a lot of the tension. It's actually the strongest muscle in our body. It's even stronger than our thigh. So it it crushes almonds, tears beef fibers, and then what you can do now is just doing this. Waves, lots of waves. Shoulders down, relax your shoulder. Make sure you're not tensing up and you're not holding your breath, okay? The whole point of massage is also to bring oxygen to the skin. So make sure you're breathing. And then now someone has been asking me earlier and actually DM'd me as well, a few people. How do you do with Marriott lines? So Marriott lines is basically these lines that comes down here. So obviously we're doing massage now. We need to know our limits. After doing this massage, it won't go away. But what I want you to do is try to put your fingers here and then massage quite deeply. Put some weight on it. You will actually be able to feel there's a lot of tension around this area. So quite deep. So this is usually where the Marriott lines are. Okay, and then here too. Okay, Marriott lines. If you've got the lines here, so what I want you to do is to stretch it. Or if this is not enough, try to put your tongue out, tongue stick it out. Okay, and the other side as well, stretch those lines. And if you feel you need more of this, do this. I have a lot of tension around here. This is quite sore for me, funnily enough. And then nasolabial lines. I'm going to do a video on focusing on lines around here, but this would be a very quick thing that we can do. So what we want to do is first again massage the whole area. So the nasolabial line, how did it happen? Like why? So basically it's a very deep habitual line. Habitual from smiling, obviously that's a very good thing. I think we all need to be grateful for having nasolabial lines. But also it's also the weight of your face that are all hanging onto this area. When I say weight, obviously there's the actual weight of it, but also there are a lot of puffiness, excessive water fluids that's around the face. So what we want to do is we really want to drain those water out, those fluids, so it doesn't actually give more burden for the lines to be deeper. So just now we did this, right? This is great to start a massage for a nasolabial line. Okay, just to start. If anyone is doing it, tell me if it feels slightly sensitive or not. Today I'm just using my hands to do this. We have two micro sculptors, which is the gua sha tool, that really helps digging into the skin under this area. I'm sure you should have seen the videos. If not, check out my IGTV. I'll be doing a new video anyway on that. And then now we use our thumb. Okay, you can be using the right hand, right face, or left hand, left face. I like to do opposite. So what you do is go under the bone. You can be lifting it up, or you can be doing circles. Okay. Great, great. I'm doing the cheek movement, but it feels sensitive and not painful or uncomfortable. Great. Okay. Once more. Okay, now 2 thumbs. What I want you to do is to lift around here. Just lift. No, this side. Lift and then do a circle and come back. So, and come down along your nasolabial line. So you use the side of your thumbs to gently lift. Stretch it first, and then turn and lift. Stretch and lift. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's so weird to feel bones and muscles that I've never paid attention to. Yes. And then just do a little bit of that. Okay. I think we've done quite a lot around here. And then this will be a part where it will just be relaxing the body. Our head, there are so many meridians, so many reflexive regions, and the ears as well. Around the ears is from the triple burner meridian, which governs our nervous systems. So it really helps us relax. So one point I want you to find is someone from Teresa from Portugal. Hello. So if you can open your mouth, find the joint between your socket and your jaw. So in front of your ears, you should be able to find a little dimple. So what I want you to do is to find it and then put your fingers inside. If you can't find it, you should be able to feel it if you open your mouth. Okay? And then put some pressure, push in. Or do gently circles, small circles around. Okay. And then go across your ears, just right above your ears. There are a lot of meridians that can be so tight. All around here, there's the meridian, but also the muscles and the whole structure here is taking a lot of impact from our biting. So every bite, when we do this, areas around here is taking all the shock of the strength. So this can be very tight. So all around the ears and back of ears. Come down. And then what we want to do is we'll do just massage our ears, scissors, up and down. Okay, and then stretch it. And the line here, you can be using your 3 fingers or you can be using your knuckles. Just go around it. Go slow, because this can be quite sensitive. Go slow, but quite deep. And then we go up. Shoulders down, relax. And up. Up. And now with our finger, our third finger, just on the top of your head. So now this is where we call the 100 meeting point. So all our meridians go through this point here. Okay. Shoulders down, breathe in. Don't arch your back. Try to breathe through to your core. And then come down to the base of your skull. Press, press, press. And drain everything. And keep your hands on your cheekbone, shoulders down, relax. Hands on heart. Three deep breaths. Thank you for giving us the full moon, and thank you for having you guys today. Yeah, there you go. So that's quite a long massage, I would say. And I would say all these techniques, I always say that with these live sessions, you can get a lot of different techniques, and you can just be, picking and mixing them. You can use them whenever you want, or you can just be using a few that you really enjoyed. Thank you. Thanks, Pamidus. Thank you. Thanks, Ratanis. Anyone has any more questions? Thanks. Thank you. Yes, part of your face has gone red. Blood circulation. Yeah, I feel my face is very hot as well at the moment. It's really had a really great workout, I would say. I am going to post this on my stories, so you guys can hi Mia, so you can play it and then follow it. I will also try to download it and then upload it. Not on my IGTV, I think on my YouTube. I need to figure that out. I'm not the technical person here, but yeah, I'm getting there. So, what is this massage called? It's called the full moon facial massage, I would say, because tonight is the super full moon. So we worked on embracing femininity all around our breast, and then we did some like sea wave, ocean wave massage around the face, and also with requested some line. Hi. Sorry, we got caught up. Cut out. Yeah, so I was just doing a recap around here, the line, and then also around the ears. The ears massage is if you just want a very quick, relaxing massage for yourself or for kids that are yelling or kids that are not sleeping. The three steps for the ears is really good. This, do, 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 the scissors, and then the stretching. Um, I find it for children, massaging the ears is really, really good. Techniques for hair loss. Hair loss is a very, very big topic because if we think about it, hair loss is not a hair problem, it's not a scalp, it's not a skin problem, it's an internal endocrine and hormonal problem, which there are some acupressure points that I can definitely address. But I can actually do that on another video, Hiba. I'll remember that. DM me to remind me, please. Yeah, definitely. And also, someone was asking where can they buy my products. You can buy it on my website, which is on my link in my bio. It's 001skincare.com. You can buy all of them. Yeah, I promised. I said I am going to apply the serum to show you. So the serum is Alpha Glow Flash Facial Serum. So we've actually done, I've actually done peeling, and I've also got a layer of oil on as well. So I don't cleanse it because I like the oil on my face. I've just gently wiped it. So then I will follow up with the Alpha Glow Flash Facial Serum. So 9 actives for 4 main aging concerns: dryness, wrinkles, pigmentation, and sensitivity. Very light gel. I'll just be doing this. Make sure when you're putting water-based products, when you put the products on, make sure you tap it in because the water content can evaporate very quickly, and it will take out the water content you have in the skin and evaporate together. So just make sure you do that. And then I'll be using my favorite cream, amino acids and lipids recovery cream. So I actually call this the fat cream. It's just full of proteins that are naturally occurring on our skin, but we don't, unfortunately, it depletes as we age. So amino acids are the building blocks of a lot of peptides, and the lipids are just very good to seal in to keep the moisture within the skin. So, and also this is a cream where I find it's very, very, very calming and soothing, especially during this time. I've blended 2 different types of lavender in the blend. So when I was formulating this, I have been talking to, my chemist as well. It's like, well, not another lavender product, right? Like there's so many lavender scents. There are so many new scents that we can put in. Why don't we do this? But I really like. Yes, this is the cream from my brand, 001 London Skincare London. Maya, my age is not a secret already. I was put on the spot and being asked. So yeah. Oh, yeah. So lavender. The special thing about this lavender is I've blended lavender oil from British soil and also from the French Alps. The French Alps lavender contains a very high level of linalool. Linalool is a chemical component that has been proven to relax our brain. The smell of it really relaxes it. That's a science, but it really does what it says. It because it's actually been grown in the Alps for the whole season it's being frozen. So once it blossom, the smell is not as astringent as like menthol as a lot of the other lavender. This has got a very long floral scent. It's just very beautiful. So yeah, I was blending this and then I'm like, yes, I want to do another lavender product. I don't care. I know that there are so many lavender products, but this smell is very special. The blend of them are very, very special. So yeah, um, that's that. That's the cream. It really helps with wrinkles, pigmentation, and because of the antioxidants and minerals that are in all these cocoa butter, shea butter, just a whole blend of beautiful oils. It helps with the natural skin barrier, and then it tackles all the other problems that you have. I mean, with my brand and with myself as well, I will never say this is a miracle cream. I can't claim that. I feel bad about claiming it. So with my products, I always feel there are two steps. So I use skin's natural occurring ingredients like lipids, squalane. These are things that we have in the skin to first really adjust the balance of the skin structure of the skin, the components that's in there, and then we have the actives that targets different issues. That, for example, there's the hyaluronic acid. You have hyaluronic acid is actually naturally occurring as well. Alpha arbutin with the eye cream. You've got peptides, etc., etc. So that's how I formulate my products. And that's how they work as well, because they really um, work with what's naturally in the skin. Okay, so that's done. You can leave, this is the whole skincare routine that you can do. But if, say, you want to have an overnight mask, then I will put one more layer of the Alpha Glow Flash Facial Serum. So because it's very light and it's a gel, don't confuse it that it cannot do what overnight mask can usually do. So overnight mask, the idea is I like it very much, like um, you can be very lazy, you can just put one thing and then it can leave on for the whole night, sealing in all the moisture, doing all the repair and recovery work. But I have this problem of them being usually very tacky and thick and compact, sticks to my pillow, sticks to my hair, and I I have been using a lot of them, but even with the ones with gel form. But I think because during formulation, because they want to make sure that they get that film effect, cling film effect. So they use larger molecules of chemical components that will create this seal. Of course, some brands, they literally just use silicone. Then it just gets my skin even feel more suffocated. So I usually wake up, have maybe try to lie down 10 seconds. Okay, it should sink in. It's okay. But I think within 1 minute, I'll be waking up and I will cleanse it and then do my whole skincare again. But I found this solution because then using this as an overnight mask, it will still do its job because of the phospholipids and the larger molecules of hyaluronic acid. But then it doesn't feel tacky and thick. And the next morning, you will feel your skin is very soft, very hydrated. And as you cleanse it, when you touch it, you don't feel it. But as you cleanse it, you will feel the products are actually there. It's a bit slimy. That's not a great word to describe my products, but with my English, I don't have a better word. But yeah, so that's just to say that the next morning when you cleanse, you will still feel the products are there, but when you touch it, you don't feel that it is suffocating your skin. Yeah, so that's that. And I hope really you really enjoy today's session. And if you've got any question, feel free to DM me or leave a message. Or if I've missed, answering your question, DM or comments as well, because that you can make sure I don't forget. Okay, I will try to post this video on stories and also find a way to download and put it up to YouTube or something. I'll talk to my technical person. All right, have a great super full moon. Rest well and stay well and safe. Bye.